Hello everyone and welcome to a spectacular game that was played in 1934 between the leading Peruvian player of that time, Esteban Canal, and an unknown player by the name of Horvath. It was played in a simultaneous exhibition. It was played in Hungary, like I said, 1934. And even though his best years of Esteban Canal when he was playing chess were ranging from 1920 to 1930, this is from 1934. And it's from a simultaneous exhibition. And usually the best games are from simultaneous exhibitions, as a very strong player will face a lot of weaker players, and then good things will, of course, happen for the viewers. Now, the reason why I stumbled upon this game, even though I have seen it a long time ago, is that I was, if you've seen my video on the game that I played in the Croatian Chess League, I had no idea what my opponent was going to play, and I didn't really prepare, so I was just, checking up some lines. I was interested, what if he played e4, should I play the Scandinavian? And then this game popped up out of nowhere, and I was so happy that I saw it before the game, as it really lifted my spirit. So it's only 14 moves, and you will really be able to punish someone if they do this to you, and if you face the Scandinavian defense a lot. So let's check it out. Esteban Canal had the white pieces, and he opened with pawn to e4. Now, interestingly, Esteban Canal, as strong as he was, even defeated world champion Max Euwe in a tournament in Venice that was played in 1948, but that is not his most famous game. This is his most famous game. So e4, we have d5, the Scandinavian defense, e captures on d5, queen captures, and now knight to c3. So okay, we've seen this many times. Standard ideas are queen to d8, queen to a5, and of course my favorite, queen to d6. If you are interested in how to play this, I also made a tutorial on it. Will be the first link in the description below. If you want to check out some lines. But here we have queen to a5, still called the main line, and now pawn to d4. We have pawn to c6 and knight to f3. Of course, bishop to g4, pinning the knight. Horvath goes for this move, as it's a very natural move. Of course, you don't want the knight to move. And now bishop to f4. Now, this is the move that made this game possible. It's not a popular move nowadays. h3 and bishop to e2 are main moves, and bishop to c4 is sometimes played. But if you want to play bishop to c4 in a position like this, you don't want to run into a trap like, let's say, knight f6, and then you go bishop captures on f7, and you're happy about how great a chess player you are. For example, king captures, knight e5 check, and now you're going to win back the material, and then black will just ruin your day with queen captures on e5, and you're going to have to resign the game, because after a captures, and now let's say knight captures or king captures, doesn't really matter. Black will move the knight, and black will be up a full piece. So instead, bishop to f4 was played here, and now we have pawn to e6. There are a couple of games from 2016 where knight to f6 was played, but here e6 was played, and it is now, as of move 6, that this position has never been reached again. We have pawn to h3, challenging the bishop. Now if the bishop goes to f5 or h5, you can even challenge it further with g4. So of course Horvath captured, queen captures on f3, and bishop to b4, putting pressure on that knight, and now bishop to e2. And here you could play really anything. You could go knight f6, you could go knight to e7 if you want to castle kingside. Horvath wanted to castle queenside, so he played knight to the d7, and here Esteban set the deadliest of traps. He played pawn to a3, and if you've seen a lot of Scandinavian games, you know just how potent a3 can be in certain situations. And here you have to treat it very diligently, and you should, okay, obviously, if a captures on b4, queen captures on a1 is very good for black, and you can easily continue with something like knight g2 f6 or knight e7, prepare castles, and you don't have to worry about a captures on b4. But here, Mr. Horvath played something very different. He played queenside castles. It's, again, a standard move in the Scandinavian, and you want to put a lot of pressure on this d4 pawn. You already have the rook into the game. The king is very safe, and it usually works in all the lines except for this one. So feel free to pause the video and figure out what Horvath missed while I give you a couple of seconds. So for those of you who were able to do it, congratulations on finding this beautiful double rook and queen sacrifice. And for those of you who just want to enjoy the show, it is a captures on b4. That's the move. And now black can simply resign because black is down a piece. Or black can capture the rook if he wants to equalize in material. So queen captures on a1 check was played. And now the only winning move, and the one you had to find in order to play a captures on b4, is not knight to d1 or bishop to d1 or something like that. It's in fact king to d2. And look at this. the queen has no retreat square on the a file, and also the queen is hanging. So what are you going to do? You can capture on b2, or you can capture the rook. The result is absolutely the same. So queen captures on h1 was played, so sacrificing first rook, sacrificing the second rook, and now, of course, sacrificing your most valuable piece. Now comes queen captures on c6. We can do it like this, nicely in slow motion. And he was in this position on move 13 that Mr. Horvath resigned the game, as there is nothing more to be done here. Once, of course, the queen is captured, you will see what happens next. After b captures on c6, bishop to a6 will be a phenomenal double bishop checkmate. Bishop a6, and that's it. So I don't know. I was very happy. I was preparing for a serious classical game, and then I was just, you know, browsing some games, and then I saw this one, and I was so happy. I showed it to everyone. Everyone really enjoyed it, so I thought you guys might enjoy it as well. So it's nothing spectacular. They played this very nice queen to d5 line. This can all be played even today. Okay, bishop to f4 is a bit rare, but you can play it. And then if your opponent doesn't react well to this a3 move, and you already control this diagonal and this diagonal, you can just sacrifice both of your rooks, capture on c6, and deliver a beautiful double bishop checkmate, and you will be, well, immortal forever. So like Esteban Canal is with this game, that is referred to as the Peruvian immortal game. So yeah, that's the game. Really hope you guys enjoyed it. For those of you who haven't seen it, I'm sure you are, well, I know I've seen it before, but now that, you know, it randomly popped up in my feed, I was so happy. So hope I improved your day as well. I would like to thank GersnyChessFestival.org.gg, Amanda Oliver, the most beautiful girl in the world, Duncan Weinkohl, Egbert Jan Schirhorn, and Olav Oli for a contribution to my channel. Thank you a lot. I really appreciate it. As usual, you can check 2 of my previous videos here. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you soon, continuing to check up on your wonderful suggestions and whatever else happens in the chess world. So thank you all. I will see you soon, and have an excellent rest of your day.